Look at what we have here, guys. We have another Bulletproof. Now, why would someone want to spend a bunch of money on their truck to make it more reliable? That doesn't make any sense, right? I'm just kidding. This truck is really nice, by the way. This is an AEV Edition. I've never seen just the regular Prospector. Typically, it's always the XL. I guess that's what the dealerships build. But this is the Prospector, so it's going to have the 37th, has the front bumper. And I actually like this one, too. I mean, if you don't want the crazy big 40-inch tires, if you still plan on towing and obviously using your truck for truck stuff, this is the next best thing. So they still use the BFGoodrich tires. And these are 37 by 12 and a halves. I'm sure there's a 13 and a half available. You guys see the capacity, 3,525 pounds at, is that 50 PSI cold? I don't think I've ever seen one with that low of tire pressure. And then have the AEV wheels. That's the guard for the radiator, basically. And just like I said in the last video I did on AEV, come on AEV, send me that bumper for my GMC. But yes, we're doing a full Bulletproof, which is the Hamilton cams, Insane Diesel, oil bypass, also Banks products. They're going to be getting rid of that pesky grid heater. Also, the Bulletproof water pumps coming out of there. Fleece, Cheetah Turbo. I mean, there's just so much being done to this truck. And this is not a cheap process here too. I mean, you can see some of the old hardware right here. You have your push rods. And I think Josh said this truck was actually in pretty good condition too. And I can definitely tell whoever owns this truck, they do take it off road. You can definitely see that here. But yeah, this is definitely what you want to do if you're trying to keep your truck on the road for a long time. So again, I know you guys keep saying things in the comment section that why are people spending this much money to bulletproof their truck? It should come from the factory this way. But again, if you look at what the manufacturers have been doing these last few years, really decade or so, their goal is to make these trucks super quiet and to basically make everyone happy so they don't have to smell stinky diesel trucks and hear the loud noise that these trucks make. So if you're someone who wants to bulletproof it, obviously the cam lifters, we don't know. Maybe for 20, 25 plus trucks, they've gone to a different supplier for the cams and the lifters, and you may not see any more issues, but until we put miles on these trucks, we don't know. Now, something I'm going to be doing in the future with my truck is looking into FASS for the fuel filter. I haven't had a chance to do that, but that's something I have been looking at for next year. So most of you guys know I have a lot of bank stuff done in my truck. This truck is getting boost tubes, Josh said too. And of course, as I said, the Monster Ram. So it's still in the box. Now the factory one is right here. And to no surprise, you guys will see, oh my goodness, look at that soot. That is insane. Yeah. I gotta ask Josh how many miles are on this truck. That is insane though. Now I need to find the grid heater. Where's the grid heater at actually?
I replaced a few.
I needed to talk to the owner of this truck because wherever he's getting his diesel from, he needs to stop. I mean, this thing is, wow. Look at the soot buildup on this grid heater, guys. If you're still running this in your Ram truck, you're crazy. You guys know that bolt right there, this bolt right here are prone to fail and take out cylinders 5 and 6. And if you're out of factory warranty, Ram has not put out a bulletin for this complete failure part here. So my recommendation is go ahead, get this out of your truck. I mean, I am so shocked at how much soot buildup is on this truck. I mean, this is insane. Wow. I'm not a fan of emissions control. I mean, that is just, it's crazy. Yeah, definitely get rid of this, guys. it's the next day, and Josh has done a ton. Pretty much, you guys see the front end is all put back together, so cam's already back in there. Also, monster ram intake installed, and there it is. Bulletproof diesel water pump.
And bulletproof diesel EGR cooler.
Oh, I didn't even, hold on.
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah. So what they do is they take a factory, so you have a core charge when you buy one from them.
Uh-huh.
And they take the factory ones, cut them, the caps off of it, gut out the factory style cooling stuff inside, and then they have a patented cooling system inside that is built to expand and contract with the heat and the cold and not fracture like the factory's one, because the biggest problem with the factory ones is they start developing leaks internally, and it sends coolant through your EGR system and then through your engine, which is not so good. But yeah,
Nice.
that's what that is.
It looks like the factory one, actually. I completely missed that.
Yeah, no. The factory one's in the box in the back because he's got a warranty return on it.
Oh, nice. And so right now, he's actually getting ready to take out this turbocharger.
Yes, sir.
And you guys will see, you got the fleece. Is that the fleece cheetah?
Yes, sir.
Fleece cheetah.
It's the factory drop-in, so it's not any bigger than a factory turbo. It's factory spec.
But it's more reliable, though.
Well, yeah, because the biggest part about these is the vanes inside. The actuator has to turn the vanes to, you know, give you a quicker spool up time and also engage your engine brake. Now, those vanes get carbon and soot built up on them, and they don't turn as freely. So when the actuators are trying to turn that plate that has the vanes on it, it actually creates more amperage because it's taking more torque for this little tiny motor to rotate that plate and open and close the vanes. The Cheetah has a different design on the inside that can never get bogged down from soot and carbon. Therefore, the actuator never overamps itself and burns itself out.
Nice.
And they sound way better too.
Nice.
Yeah. Now this is what we like to call Christmas, right? This is every guy's dream, unboxing a brand new turbo. So let's get that out of the way because we don't want the. Oh, look at that baby! Woohoo! This is like reaching into a Victoria's Secret bag.
Does it come in different colors?
I've never seen one in different color.
Okay.
Kind of like ATS, you get their purple. Fleece, you get the black. And another beer koozie. Yoo-hoo! There's the Fleece Cheetah. If you look on the impellers, on the intake, they've got the Fleece emblem laser engraved into each impeller right there on the corners.
Oh, nice.
Let's see if you guys can see that.
That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't even see that last time you did this.
Oh yeah. So woohoo! Love it.
She's pretty.
This is a grown-up's fidget spinner.
Let's see the other side of it too. The hot side. Oh yeah. So if you want reliability, that's the way you go right there.
Yeah. You know, and I get a lot of people ask, why do I like the Fleece Turbo so much? There's a ton of companies out there that offer replacement turbos, but the biggest thing that stands out with Fleece is the customer support, right? You try and call one of the other companies and you'll end up getting run around the bush on hold for an hour or whatever, and you can't get nobody on the phone, but these guys, they actually answer their phone. So that's why I support the Fleece brand on all of their parts, and their turbos are just awesome. They're way better than a factory turbo. So if you're having issues with your turbo actuator, instead of spending an ungodly amount of money to put a turbo actuator on a turbo that might be the turbo's fault and not the actuator, don't waste that money. Just go straight and put a whole new turbo on.
I shot that footage probably about a month or so ago. that was just before Josh went in for surgery. So he's still recovering. Don't reach out to him asking when can you work on your truck, because he's still probably out for another 3 or 4 weeks, I would say. Now, with that being said, one of the last trucks that he worked on was a Bulletproof. And remember, Josh still works at a dealership. Think about that for a second. People are going to a dealer to do Bulletproofs because they want to make their trucks more reliable. And that truck is a perfect example, because that AEV Prospector package, I'm not sure how much the 37 package is, but for the 40s, I think it's like 25 grand. Somewhere in that ballpark, just for that upgrade. For the wheels, tires, suspension, the whole 9 yards. That package is probably maybe 15 grand maybe. And why not spend the extra cash to make your truck more reliable, especially if it's the last truck you're going to buy in the next 20, 25 years. I mean, there's still a lot of you guys out there, pushing your 1990s diesel trucks, right? Why not make your truck bulletproof today and make it last another 15, 20 years, especially with some of the more advanced aftermarket parts coming out today. Not every aftermarket upgrade is beneficial, obviously, but some of the packages that Josh has, that he does, are there to help the truck stay on the road a lot longer than what the factory components are going to do. These trucks are not getting any cheaper. They're not getting any better. They're adding more sensors. They're adding more emissions crap to them. They're locking down the ECMs for whatever reason. Why not do what you can now to make the truck as reliable as possible? And hopefully in the future, the manufacturers start putting more emphasis on building better trucks. Now, obviously, not every truck's going to have issues, but it's pretty well known that Ram trucks have cam lifter failures. I want to say back in 2019, when Ram released the Cummins specs and people saw these cam lifters, a lot of guys were really, really against it. And now I understand why. They want to quiet down these trucks, like I said in this video, and it's never for the better for people like us. It's to make other people happy, because people don't want to hear loud trucks. They don't want to, smell diesel soot, whatever. But regardless of where you stand, I think that if you're someone looking to keep your truck long term, this is the best way to go, especially if you're already spending a lot of money on upfits to make your truck, ride better. I mean, Carli Suspension is like 15 grand plus. And so if you know you're going to keep your truck for the long haul, do it the right way now. That way in the future you're not worrying about having to replace an engine, because an engine is $20-something thousand. And once you're out of factory warranty, this Bulletproof might have saved you for that issue. And obviously with the Banks grid heater delete, that's a given. I mean, that's the first thing I would do. If you have a 2024 and earlier Ram truck, I would go do that tomorrow. Promo code down below for that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I have some updates on my truck coming soon. I have a GMC if you're new to my channel. But I've done a weight loss program, and I got a few more things that I'm going to be doing in the future. Probably next year, you'll see more updates. I got some other things that I just picked up this week here, so excited to show you that to you guys too. But yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure the notifications are on. See you guys soon.